Hello, today I'm going to be teaching you how to make an airsoft mortar. Now basically the supplies you'll need for this, you're gonna need some duct tape, you'll need some CPVC, it's like about not that wide. You'll need some looser PVC, like over here. You're obviously going to need some BBs. You'll need a lighter for later on. And you can use a bipod. This will come later though. So what you're going to try to make is something that's going to look like this. I do use a bipod for accuracy. You can hold it and shoot it off kind of like a Roman candle firework. So it's going to end up looking like this. Alright. So your first step is going to be to get an outside barrel, which is your wider PVC or CPVC pipe. So once you're going to get that, you're going to make an appropriate cut that you think is going to be good for being accurate. So mine, I made about 18 inches long. Next you're going to need your inner barrel, and you're gonna cut this about 5 or 6 inches, somewhere around there. So I'll show you my cut. My cut looks like this. So what you're gonna do with the smaller inside barrel is you're actually going to be making an exploding device inside this. So what you're gonna need to do, if you have firecrackers, that works really well. Like these kind of ones, like the string ones, they work pretty well. But what happens if you use these is you're actually going to try to get the one with the green fuse on it, because this will last longest. You can use single ones, they work perfectly. M8000s work fine. Anything over that power, I think, is just a little too much. So your first step is going to be to take a piece of tape like this, take your firecracker and your inner barrel. So bring the firecracker inside the inner barrel. Don't let it go, but leave it so it's going to be like this, just enough so that the fuse will actually be sticking out. And what you'll do is you'll put it like that, and you're actually going to tape right over the circle, and you're going to be taping it onto the firecracker, so that way if I shake it, the firecracker is stuck right on the side right there. But you don't want to cover up the fuse because that'll just lead to trouble. Next, what you're going to do is take your BBs. I'm using my crappy BBs from Walmart because I don't want to ruin my point, like 2/8 and stuff, and just go ahead and put them in. If you made your CPVC about 6 inches, you should be able to fit in about 150 BBs. So I'm just going to go ahead and scrape that off. Alright, your next step is going to be taking a very small, I say small, I put emphasis on that, small piece of tape. You want it really thin, and this is just going to be so that way your BBs aren't going to be falling out if you need to store this or when you're going to load it. So you're just going to put this over, and it's going to look like that. Now this is actually what's going to explode inside of your larger barrel, and when this explodes, since it's in a tube, and this is going to be blocking the force coming out this way, but since it's in a tube, it's going to all just, the burst of power is going to come out of there, and it's going to shoot the BBs. Now what you're going to do with this is just extra control, and it's going to add to the mortar effect and mortar look. Your next step would be to load your inner barrel / explosive part, whatever you want to call it, into here. Alright, and once you've done that, you want to leave it enough so the fuse is going to be sticking out. And this is going to call for a bigger piece of tape. So take your tape rip it, and you are going to go ahead, keep the fuse out to one side, and tape over this, and keep it nice and tight, so that way the force isn't going to shoot out of the back of this, but instead, since this is open, it's all going to come out of here. And if you did the little barrel, like little piece of tape properly, when you go like that, nothing should fall out and the BB shouldn't be pouring out. Now I've actually done this one time. It works alright. You actually just light the end and you hold this like this, but hold it away from your ear if you're gonna do it. So hold it like this and you can aim. You will feel a little burst like that, but I'm recommending you use it like a mortar style. So what you should now do is, if you have a bipod from another airsoft gun that works great, just go ahead and rest the bipod like this, and then just tape over it or something, or keep it so it'll be nice and sturdy. And so now all you have to do is make sure that your fuse is kept at the top of that. So when you rest it, the fuse isn't going to be choked and your tape's not going to be covering the fuse. Now all you have to do when you're ready is just go ahead, light the end of it. It'll come out, it'll explode. BBs will just fly and they'll just shower down. Now, I've actually gotten this to go 100 feet, but I've only tried it like 3 times. I was able to hit my friend a couple times. He said it stung. He got like little welts, but there weren't anything big. Now, you can adjust it, like the heights and stuff, and this does have like the little spring-loaded attachment, whatever you want to call it, like extensions, and when you extend it, it'll just put more slant onto it, so it's like that. That'll just change the direction and change how far it'll go. I have fun with this, it works great. I haven't tested it in a war yet, but I will be testing it in a war this weekend. I guess I could put up a video on how that worked. Be prepared for a shooting test, maybe like tomorrow-ish. It's like 8:30 right now at night, and it's really dark, so you won't be able to see anything if I do it now. But yeah, Airsoft Mortar, I think it works well. Tell me what you think. Comment, rate. If you wanted to, subscribe. I'm not going to tell you to, but if you wanted to, subscribe. Feedback's awesome, negative, positive. Just don't go way too over the top. Thanks, guys.